What's up, everyone? It's Gavin or Tweek.
Oh, snap. I'm second. I'm back. What's good? What's good? It's Marcus or Pink. Oh, true.
What up? It's Charles or Chuck.
You can't true yourself on your first day back in the office. What the heck?
You're kind of
Marcus,
spitting.
Marcus, we miss you, man. What's going on? It's Matt or Haz, of course. It's good to see Marcus back here. What do you got for us, Chuck? You want to chill a little bit?
Just a quick shill. Of course, you got to do it every episode. If you guys are enjoying Tweek Talks, make sure to support us, like the content, comment on it, do all that jazz, share it with everyone. And on top of that, if you want to support us even more, check out our Patreon. We're going to be recording a bonus segment at the end of this episode, and we're going to be talking about early metas of just games in general. I think that is the most exciting time in a game's lifespan. And of course, Street Fighter 6 just came out. So talking about the early meta of Street Fighter 6 and also kind of throwing it back to the early meta of some of the other previous Smash games. So I think that would be really exciting to talk about, even dating all the way back to like Brawl, Smash 4, Ultimate. So going to be an exciting bonus topic. But Haz, what do we got cooking for today's episode, man?
Dude, we got a pair of tournaments coming out of France this weekend, en français, of course. We're going to talk about Icarus, which is a tournament that happened in my home country, Italy, in Bologna last weekend. Very good results there. I think we're going to see some consistent trends on who's coming out on top in EU. Marcus, what's up, man? You got something on your mind? Bologna.
Hey, what's good, bro?
Come on. Thank you. I think I've been working on it, man. And then we had a tournament actually that happened in Alaska, that Big D home field advantage, able to take that one down, of course, used to the cold there and all that good stuff. But a lot of tournaments coming up, or a lot of tournaments did happen. So I think starting with Icarus would be a good call. And I think here's the start of the consistency here. First place was Gluto, all right? And this was a big one for Gluto because first place was Gluto, second was Bloom, which everyone's been saying, Bloom is trying to come for the crown, might be the best player in EU right now, but Bloom dropped a set to Gluto in Grands, but also earlier dropped a set to M4E, who is the best player in Italy, and they made Sephiroth, actually, which is super dope. So I'm a huge, after that weekend, huge M4E fan. How could I not be? Sephiroth's a super dope character, and they're Italian, obviously. So M4E with a big set win over Bloom, which is amazing. And getting third place over players like Orion and Quick and Space. Like some really, really good players went to this tournament. And I know Italy, they must have been going apeshit for their players. So yeah, really, really cool little tournament that we didn't cover last week. But now, I'm happy to look at it and talk about it a little bit more, especially given kind of the trend that we're going to see here with the tournaments that happened. I think the next one to talk about would be last weekend. The first of the two French tournaments we'll be talking about today, Sly Land happened. And again, number one would be our man Gluto, of course. I think we're all Gluto fans on the pod, yeah?
True.
Absolutely.
A little bit.
All right.
My favorite player.
Since Brawl, been your favorite player for quite some time, huh?
Yeah, for sure. It's cool. Like Gluto's been like leveling up like things in his advantage state, and like he's always like working hard on specific matchups or like optimizing Wario. So it's no surprise that he's the type to like bounce back after any slump or anything like that. I feel like he's had a bunch of like hills and valleys throughout Ultimate, so it's cool to see him win some back-to-back tournaments. It's very inspiring, I think, for anyone that is dedicated to like a character or something. Seeing someone like just like he plays Wario in Smash Ultimate. He does not just play Smash Ultimate, like he plays Wario. Like that's it.
Mr. Wario, man. He and I think most people agree when I think like 99% of people, except for like Wario haters out there, would agree that when Gluto wins, it's a good day for Ultimate. You know what I mean? Like he's I think well perceived as, which is funny because I think Waft obviously has taken stocks at very, very low percentages, but I think it's still very well, the character overall is well perceived as having some good fundies, especially with Fighter Pass 2 out. So Netoru also had a very good tournament, getting second place after losing pretty early on to Leon as well. French Leon. Bowser Leon we'll get to a little bit later, but French Leon on the Lucina, beating Netoru, and then Netoru going on a very, very good loser's run, including getting the run back on Leon to get second place, losing only to Gluto, the Solary boys, Leon and Gluto. So shout outs to Netoru. I know everyone knows who he is after Summit. Great Pichu player. I like seeing that character do well still too.
It's tough to make Pichu work in the meta. And it's funny because our bonus topic later on is going to be early meta, just in games in general. And guess which two characters were very dominant in the early meta of Ultimate? It was Pichu and Wario.
True.
And let's just say some of their bullshit factors got a little outscaled from some fighter passes and some patches and all that stuff. But it is really cool to see players still take those characters that they were playing since day one. And I mean, even for Gluto, I mean, playing Wario since literal day one of Smash Brothers in like Brawl or whatnot, right? So still making these types of characters work in the current meta. And even a character like Sephiroth, which like we have our doubts about Sephiroth, but obviously Sephiroth has seen top level success. But even seeing other players have top level success is really sick too, right? So that Italian player that got third with Sephiroth, amazing stuff. It's really cool to see characters with not like insanely overtuned tools still find success, and players find a way to make them work in the meta. Always fun to see.
It feels like Ultimate is the best game to do that into because you have a lot of options and a lot of people are very passionate about the option that they chose. And, you know, the game's been out for like 4 or 5 years. So once in a while, like, you know, some magic can really be made with people that are dedicated enough.
Yeah, it feels like Ultimate, they universalized enough things that you can make not the top 5 or top 10 characters work, right? Like, I mean, when you go back in time, some of these other Smash games, when you got a same for 7 jump squad and you don't have a move like Electric to cover it up, well, guess what? You're shit out of luck. Like, you ain't ever going to beat Sheik. You ain't ever going to beat Fox and like those kinds of metas when it's like, oh, my jump squat doesn't even finish by the time Sheik can do a jump nair like that. You're done, right? Like stuff like that. So Ultimate's done a really good job of balancing. Obviously, it's not the most perfectly balanced Smash game, but I don't think anyone will argue that it is the most balanced Smash game by far.
Definitely.
I've been gone. I've been in Babyland, right?
Yeah, you've been off.
We do want to hear how you've been doing, by the way.
Yes,
yeah, we gotta do Marcus segment here.
Yes.
I'm down for that later.
Yeah.
What's very important, okay, is that Wolf O'Donnell went foolish. Now I know y'all covered it already.
No, it's all right. It's all right.
Oh, yeah. Waiting for
baby
you.
time
I didn't
machine
talk.
right now.
I didn't talk any shit. I didn't talk any shit to the two Wolf haters. All right, but I was waiting. For you to think.
Thank you, because that character is ridiculous.
Mm-hmm.
He's ridiculous.
Still really good.
Super good. I don't know what happened. Yep. I don't know where people's like they just forgot.
I love this.
Like, but he just, dude. I remember I saw I didn't see much of the tournament. I couldn't watch too often. But there was a part I think Jack was maybe playing Shuton or Leo or something like that. Bro, back at him at 50, and bro just exploded, and I was like, "Oh,
that was Leo."
Dang. Marcus also didn't listen to that last episode because I definitely specifically brought that up.
It's all good.
But it's actually great because I know the podcast is basically split in half on Wolf between me and Marcus, correct, and Gavin and Charles, incorrect.
Huh?
Whoa. Hold the phone.
Charles,
I'm always a Wolf believer, bro.
Charles has been a Wolf believer since day one. Y'all were saying Fox was better. He said, no, it's Wolf.
Oh, that's Fox.
Agreed.
That's different.
Agreed. It's Wolf.
Yes.
Agreed.
It's not Wolf.
Agreed.
All right, maybe we're 3-1. I'm sorry, Charles. No, you're on our side now, Charles. You're good.
Fox is better.
Absolutely not.
I still think Fox is better, yeah.
Just.
Orion, too, speaking of Wolf, also had a great couple weekends here.
Very clean Wolf.
He's great, yeah. I love watching Orion
solid.
play.
He plays a little strange. I saw him out. The only set I saw from that is him versus Bloom, which was kind of a heartbreaker on Orion's part because I think he had it in a few different places, but it was still a good set to watch.
Chag also. Oh, go ahead.
Really strange seeing Yoshi's Island. That always blows my mind. I'm like, oh yeah, that stage was a stage at some point, and I guess it's still legal in some area. I don't know. Rule sets are weird.
That's
on
my auto ban list. I remember the first 6 months of Ultimate. Remember the first 6 months of Ultimate where I like when I was entering tournaments, all the stage lists were different, and I would always ask my opponent is like, so what's your stage ban? I'm like, is Lilat and Yoshi's legal? And if they said yes, I'd be like, those are my bans on that.
See ya.
You could play on any other stage, just not fucking Yoshi's or Lilat.
Mm-hmm.
I would always go Yoshi's Island because Pokemon Trainer
you're a
was good
fucking
there.
cheeser.
Yeah. Wait, was it Yoshi's Island against Bloom's Mii Brawler? Is that what it was? Oh, well, still, yeah, it's still bad. But Mii Brawler's got that Mario stuff going on with it.
Yeah.
That Mario stuff.
Yeah, you know what I'm talking about.
That's all you have to say. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. That's Mario stages. And also, so Chad got 5th as well. So it's good to see Chad travel and do some work. Losing to Gluto and Netoru, so losing the 1st and 2nd for 5th. And then one other player I want to shout out is Crepe Saleh. If you probably said that wrong. I'm
Wario.
sorry. Yes, but also Steve. Sorry, Gavin. But top 8 at this tournament. So shout out to a young player doing big things there.
Yeah.
Getting top 8.
Do you know what that means? Like, I know crepe is like a food, right?
Yeah.
But do you know
A crepe? Yeah.
But do you know what the last part of the name means? Is what I'm asking.
Yes, I'm not looking it up. I'm not looking it up right now.
Oh, okay.
English, French to English. I'm muted.
I know. Haz dabbles in a bit of French. That's why
salty crepe. That's funny. Oh, so salty. Yeah, I knew that.
Okay.
I do dabble in
Salty
French.
crepe.
Thank you for knowing that. Fun fact.
That was really good. Nice.
Thank you. Yeah.
How did you just know that off the top of your head? That's crazy.
I just needed a second. Yeah, I had to close out of Street Fighter 6 and then
out of the training
focus out of training mode. Yeah.
We were in Hawaii. I was hiking with everyone, and I was talking with Gluto a lot, and he was speaking very highly of him in his Wario.
Oh, that's right.
My
you did bring
to
him up.
French.
Yeah.
He did.
No, not that part. He was talking about.
I recognized his when I was going through the results. I was like, oh, I recognize his name. And once I saw his Twitter, I was like, it's the kid that everyone's talking about and how good his Wario is, which is awesome. I mean, you love to see that for a young French prodigy to be playing Gluto's character, right? Like,
it's so
it, like
perfect.
writes itself. It's amazing. He also plays Steve, and that's okay. There's nothing wrong with that. You got to get the dub somehow. So it's
gotta get the dubs.
I respect it. It's a modernized Gluto, right? It's Gluto it's like Gluto's protege, but if you have to dip into the darkness, bring out the diamond.
Wario in the training room, Steve in the bracket.
I mean, Gluto's tried to play other characters. He's dipped into the darkness. Remember when he was picking up Min? I remember.
I remember he's playing Cloud in Smash 4.
Yep.
He definitely has
played some. Wolf isn't the darkness.
You didn't have a
choice.
choice
Some
in
characters.
Yeah, Wolf is the opposite of that.
Agreed. That's a hero character.
Wolf is the hero of Smash Bros.
Why are you playing him?
Because I'm not a hero.
Gavin knows his role. He knows his role.
Wait, is this the episode where you admit you're a camper?
I don't camp.
Oh my god!
Not this.
Okay.
No,
you don't need Gavin to say he's a camper. You can just watch the gameplay.
No, I am punishing people for their decisions.
But someone's like just someone that camps like way too much and they never want to admit it. When their first defense mechanism is like, "Well, you're camping me.
You're camping me.
You're camping me.
I'm just camping you because you're camping me."
When you have to camp in self-defense, all right? I only camp people that camp me.
Yes.
Oh my god.
See, it checks out.
Then it turns into you can't beat me if we just fight. So you start camping and then I start camping. And I'm like,
I dare anyone to fight me. What happens if you fight me? What happens?
What happens when you approach Gavin?
I don't know. It's never happened. I'm too busy getting not camped. Anyway.
But I just want to say one more thing about Wolf. It is very exciting. And this isn't like not shit talking or anything, but I'm very excited to watch Jackal grow with this character because we haven't had a like tippy top Wolf representation for quite a while, in my opinion. Yeah. Like it always feels like the Wolf players are like almost there, right? Yeah. Like what do you call that? Like Jackal and Ouch, they feel like they're almost there. Like they'll maybe get like 7th, but usually around like that 9th to 13th place. But now we're seeing, Wolf gets 2nd at this incredibly stacked tournament crown. And I know that's, a couple weeks back, but it's really exciting to see another space animal, especially Wolf, who was really prevalent in the early meta, and a lot of old school players will talk like very highly of the character, but Wolf, in my opinion, is a very hot topic because it's like you either think Wolf fell off or you think Wolf is still very good. So it's cool to see the results bounce all over the place, and it's just exciting to see. And Jackal's the homie, so always want to see Jude do well.
Speaking of vanilla characters doing well, the other tournament held in France in the same weekend, Mutace was at. The top 8 was all vanilla characters. Winner side, you had Mutace and Mr. E, Sky J, and Super Semi, who plays Young Link.
Young
And then
Lucina.
Wario, Rosa, Cloud, and Rosa. Actually, a pair of Rosas at this tournament. So
Eh?
Mutes was able to take down this tournament over Skyjay and Grands 3-2. So yeah, it was just another good and exciting tournament. Mr. E again, third place finish. I feel like he's been on a hot streak recently. Hasn't taken any tournament homes, but been placing very, very well,
Even
taking some
going
good
back
names.
to Level Up, I think he got like top 5 or something. I know he got a set off of Zamba at that tournament. Yeah, like you said, like not like taking it home, but consistently like top 5 and stuff like that is pretty cool. Another vanilla character, another player that's just been playing the same character for like 3 games. What Marcina, you know what I mean? Not the same character, but
Actually,
the same character.
Come on now, yeah. I mean, if you played Marth in Smash 4, you're playing Lucina in this game. Like that's just no one's playing Marth that used to play Marth. It's just not what it is.
Marth is
I have a
much
question
different
for
character.
y'all.
Oh boy.
Was Lucina more fun in Smash 4 or Ultimate?
What?
I don't think I've picked
Just not
Lucina.
boring in both of them.
Yeah.
I think Lucina was.
Well, this wasn't that fun of a question. I'm sorry.
Well, I actually have an answer.
This
I have an
boring
answer.
character, was she more or less boring in this game or the other one?
I think Smash 4 Lucina was funner to play. I think
I thought she was more fun in Smash 4 too.
because perfect pivot jab. Like I thought perfect pivoting
Yeah.
was a mechanic that was very fun to use with Marth and
Yeah.
Lucina. It was
Marth and
also
Lucina were
absurdly
just-
broken because you're dashing backwards with a perfect pivot and you're throwing out an anti-air that can confirm into a kill.
Dude,
I just like broken shit. So that was really cool and fun, and it was like it felt more technical. I think the only fun move to me in Ultimate to use with Marcina is down air. The fact that down air isn't like incredibly laggy in Smash 4. If you landed with down air and you got shielded, like you're eating a fully charged forward smash plus final smash to the face, so you never did that. But in Ultimate,
Forward smash
you
into
can,
final smash.
yeah, the true combo.
No, that's Pac-Man. Come on.
Oh yeah, no,
That's
only
Pac-Man.
Cloud could combo into his final smash in Smash 4. My bad.
I was gonna say, compared to all the other sorties in 4, Lucina was so hard to pick because Cloud was there and Marth was pretty fun to play in 4. Like there were a couple of
and
other
Marth was
sorties.
just better too.
Marth
Like,
Yeah,
so broken. We were
Yeah.
gaslit. We were he's not that good. Like
What?
Leia was crazy.
What?
Leia was crazy, but dude,
character got buffed. That character got buffed. A lot.
dude,
Base
It's just
Marth
like
is
Ultimate. People just muddy like things because of patches.
How many interesting Lucina players would you say there are in Smash 4, or were there in Smash 4?
interesting.
0?
My Lucina.
Oh my god.
Oh,
not
there
that.
was Tweek's Lucina that he never used in tournament.
My Lucina was good, bro.
You actually used Lucina more in tournament and in Ultimate.
Okay, and how many interesting Lucinas are there in Ultimate?
One.
There's one. All right, so it's Ultimate. Boom. Mathematically,
Proto?
argument
Proto?
solved.
Nakat had a pretty clean Lucina. It was a pocket Lucina, but
In
Everyone
Ultimate
had-
or in Smash 4?
like in Smash 4.
Smash
I
4,
think
yeah.
a lot of people used
Yeah.
Lucina in doubles in Smash 4.
I use Lucina
You
at
guys remember.
locals.
Oh, she was in doubles. She was way more interesting in doubles. I think she's more interesting in doubles, period, as a lot of characters are. But still, I don't know, man. Whatever.
You know who is broken in doubles? Because I played in doubles at Crown.
Wait, 4 or
Ultimate.
Lucario?
I played in doubles at Crown, and you know what character disgusted me?
What?
K.
Palutena in doubles.
Oh
Yes.
yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
What the heck?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. She's obscene. Yeah.
Up smash
Bro.
is so stupid in doubles.
She's like the perfect
Uh-huh.
backup, support.
I feel like
Yeah.
Cloud is even crazier though. Like, here's my thing in
Dude, I think
singles.
Palutena,
Crazier than Palu, you mean,
I feel
right?
like
Not crazier
Palu
than
is-
it was in Smash. Yeah.
Enables like anything. That character is ridiculous.
dude, her up smash in doubles.
We're
Yeah.
obviously talking about how broken Chag and Spargo was. Like they were playing really clean.
Oh yeah, no, they're a really.
I
clean team.
thought you meant Luis and Send, because they also do that.
They
Oh,
are
true,
also
true.
goated. Those are
They
like
went
two of,
double.
the best
They went
teams
double
on the
Palu
planet.
at one point. They were
But,
playing against two Nesses. It was PK Chris and Gact, and they went double Palu instead. Like best Ness
Dang,
did not, or
maybe-
Send did not go. Yeah.
Maybe Paulu is better than Cloud. I'm trying to think because I think what makes Cloud so strong is his throws are incredible for doubles. And
Yeah.
in singles, you're conditioned to like take the grab versus Cloud in singles, But in doubles, taking the grab versus Cloud is like a Palu up smash. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
Dude.
the value in Cloud, it's just like you cannot get grabbed by this character. But Palu also has
Palu's
pretty
grabs,
solid back throw and forward throw to set up into KOs. Another thing that's crazy about Palu is you can just start charging the up smash and you don't have to worry about people doing obscure DI like because like in doubles you want to do weird DI where you like
Yeah.
instead of going in and out you go down or up to make the follow up harder. But Paulu's up smash, you as you guys know.
Yeah. It was funny. Remember in her trailer, they showed her up smash. And everyone's like, she's gonna be so broken. And then in Smash 4, it was just trash. Well, here we are now. Now it's working out pretty well.
And now at 2 frames, and now
it's awesome.
Like,
yeah. I mean, it should look at it. It's insane.
It summons
That
a
move
beam
should be
of light.
broken.
Like,
yeah.
that is,
When I was
is a very
when I
cool
was
move.
playing against Spargo and Chag with Loaf, I thought me and Loaf did great. Like we never played before together. Like, and
I had a
don't
lot of
play
fun
doubles.
watching you guys.
I don't play doubles much in general, and I was using like a new character. I thought we did great, but when we were playing Spargo and Chag, as well as it was going, they don't miss like the easy layups. You know what I mean?
Oh
Like
God, no.
if they get an opportunity, like you're dead.
You know what else Palu's really good at is when it's 2v1, like closing the game out, her neutral air, like just as a way to extend like ping pong combos back and forth. It's like when it's 2v1, what do you even, it's a wrap. Like it's just over.
Yeah, like it just feels like they like if there's a chance to get a stock, they get it. And I feel like when I was playing with Loaf, like when we got stocks, it was off like very strange intuition and creativity, but like we didn't have a way to get a stock off of everything, and it feels like they had a way to get a stock off of everything.
Their conversion rate was absolutely wild.
Yeah, they were incredible, and Palutena is crazy in doubles.
Bro, neutral air just like does it all. It feels like neutral air kind of does it all in doubles. It's kind of ridiculous. And then like explosive flame, like even if you're not in the perfect position, you still have like full stage backup moves. Like, all right, I'm sending this out, bro. Like, I got you.
Support character that has like a lot of extra oomph.
Yeah, you have really strong follow-ups, and like Haz and Pink said, neutral air, it's like in Smash 4 you would combo with like Cloud Nair, and that was the GOAT move because it was so big, right? And it would barely knock you away. And I feel like Palu Nair does the same thing, but since it's multi, it gives your teammate even more time. Right. Yeah. But the caveat of that is your opponent's teammate could possibly save you. But like Haz pointed out in a 2v1, you're like ultra fucked because it's like, okay, bop, get ready, teammate. Like it's about to be your turn.
Yep. Yeah, dude, and it kind of makes me wish like doubles was taken more seriously in Ultimate. It's probably my least favorite game to play, my least favorite Smash game to play doubles in. Like I barely play doubles in Ultimate. I think something with like the balloon knockback and stuff like that. I don't know. I never got into it in the beginning, and I think I'm just kind of over it. But I was having fun watching doubles at Crown for sure. I mean, if good teams enter, I'll be interested for sure. Like watching Luis and Send is incredible. Like I love watching them play. Like good teams are really fun to watch.
There's some good teams out there. There's definitely some solid teams where I'm like, oh, they're teaming? Like, I have no idea what's going to happen. Unfortunately, we lost Light and Mars. That was like the GOAT team. You know, watching that team.
We got Light and Cosmos now.
And
we do.
Cosmos is like one of the worst double players on the planet.
Wait, Gavin's reaction.
He knows it.
He does know it. Yeah. This is not news to Cosmos.
I'm bad at doubles too.
Yeah,
I can't say anything.
Yeah,
I don't really know.
You're decent.
I feel like you were a lot better at doubles in the beginning, but like you just didn't really care for it. Yeah. I feel like you could be a really good doubles player. You just need to find someone that plays the front line really well because you're a backline doubles player because you're a camper, so you prefer being in the back.
You need Mars. Yeah.
That's why
you're camping. You're camping your own teammate is the problem, Gavin.
And I had to explain that to Loaf. I was like, sometimes if I'm feeling the pressure and I'm like working like hard to defend myself, I was like warning him. I'm like, I'm never gonna help you.
Yeah. Oh God!
Like you're okay. Not I take everything back. No. You're trash at teams.
What
kind of statement is that? Man, if it's getting a little too crazy, I'm not gonna help.
Fuck you. Yeah,
I can't handle the chaos. Y'all were just talking about how the chaos is difficult.
Well,
like,
you and Cosmos should team. I think is what this means. That'd be amazing.
Y'all used to team.
Dude, when I team with Mars,
Yeah.
He does all the communicating. He says
Yep.
what's going on. He says what he's going to do, what he wants me to do. And I'm like, bro, if I have someone telling me what to do, like I've been playing this game my whole life, I can do anything. Like,
Yeah.
if you want me to position myself or go for this move or do this or like focus on fighting this, sure. But if it's just two people playing doubles and we're not like, I'm not going to communicate. I can barely focus on the screen.
Yeah. Mars is my doubles goats, man.
But
Mars
if
is
you
one of the
tell
best
me what to
doubles
do, I'll do it.
Yeah. Help me. Help.
No.
He's getting beat up.
We still
No.
gotta watch the. I want to see Tweek Leo team up, Team Luminosity, man.
Yeah, we do.
I still gotta see it.
It's been a topic, but we haven't done it yet.
But
We
it sucks because Leo feels like he has a static with
Leo's
big
very
boss.
good in doubles.
Leo
He is also very, very
insane.
good.
I think he's the best doubles player who ever lived.
I think it's Mars.
I agree.
I think it's Mars, bro.
I think Leo's the best.
You
Mars
think
is carried.
remember when Mars and Light used to win so much they would start teaming with other people at tournaments so
Yeah.
they could prove to each other which one was the better doubles
Mars-
player?
Mars is definitely up
That's
there.
crazy.
Like
Light is also very good, by the way.
Yeah.
Like I
Light-
know we're not saying him, but
Tyler's better than him, though.
I think so too.
Gavin had so
Well-
much joy saying that statement.
No, I did not.
There was like this big smile on Gavin's face. He's like, "Oh,
Bro,
but
what?
Tyler's so much better than it."
I don't know about so much better.
I do agree with.
I didn't say
I
so
agree
much
with
better.
You should team with Light. I would like to see that.
Dude, I would love to. Funny
because
you
he
say
does.
that.
He
There
has all
was-
the communication and strats too. He's very good at that as well. Like good at quarterbacking.
There was one Smash 4 event where we randomly played like 2 doubles games together. And we looked at each other after and we're like, bro, if we did this in tournament,
Could work.
Like-
Yeah.
like we were going crazy. And we still chat about that to this day, but we've never actually played doubles together. But yeah, I don't know.
the
I played
podcast
Leo.
collab?
I played with
should,
Leo
man.
in
Yeah.
one doubles tournament. I had never felt more relaxed in my
Bro, you don't have to do anything.
That's
he
why I
does
think he's
everything.
the GOAT. That's why I think he's the GOAT. And he told me how he got like good at Smash, how he would just like do 2v1s on purpose versus his family and stuff. Like I'm like, I can see it because you be doing that to top players.
So
Wait,
glad
what?
Marcus is back.
Wait, what?
That's how he would practice. He would like 2v1.
Yeah.
Like that's some like Marvel.
Yeah,
comics
Leo wasn't fucking
backstory.
around, bro. He's like, all right,
He's
I need
right
to take
behind me.
2v1, baby. He's right behind
Leo's
me.
right behind me, isn't he? That's what his family said. He said Marvel. I don't know. That's Marvel humor now.
I'm sorry.
I'm sorry. Wow, that is a good topic though. Doubles GOAT, man. I mean, I think the 3 that we threw out there are way up there. We're not even talking Spargo, by the way, who I think like come on.
I think
now.
Mexico in general as a region
Yeah.
is very strong at doubles. NorCal is another region that's very strong at doubles. Sen used to go to NorCal a ton in Smash 4 and probably still goes up there a lot or just probably hangs out with a lot of the NorCal homies.
Yeah.
And so Sen is also Sen feels like honorary NorCal in a sense where he plays a lot of doubles with NorCal
Charles-
as a region.
Charles is going from SoCal and NorCal being one region to we also claim Send as well, by the way. We're talking doubles.
I'm not just saying I'm not
This guy-
saying that. I'm not saying that.
Guy.
It just depends on what region you're from too. Like I feel like it's like my region never really plays doubles. so-
Right, that's true. That's true. Japan is another
mean, I don't
region
even
that does a lot
know
of
what
doubles.
You guys play doubles, just camp each other the whole time. Like there's just twice as many people that camp. This is so boring.
Yeah, doubles is fun. I think one thing that didn't make doubles as fun to watch in the early meta of Ultimate was the fact that everyone was still getting used to the knockback specifically. I think that's the biggest change coming into Ultimate, which is why a lot of people that like playing doubles in Smash 4 doesn't like it as much nowadays. But it is very fun to watch doubles now, in my opinion, as long as there's really good teams going, because a lot of the top players have kind of acclimated to the knockback by now. I mean, it's been like 4 or 5 years, right? So now we're seeing a lot of clean doubles, and I like Crown. I had a lot of fun watching doubles. It was a good time.
Yeah, it was good
Well, it's
stuff.
also a region that plays it. I feel like you know what I mean.
Oh, yeah.
Like so,
Right, and a lot of static teams went. Like,
Yeah,
we had some. It was a very stacked doubles tournament.
if there was a reason for that to be a thing, like if there was like rankings or huge money involved, like I'm sure like things would change a little bit. But for now, it's like,
Let's get money into singles first.
yeah, it's just
It'd have to be- yeah. It would have to be like a pop bonus. So that's basically it. It's like all you
it's
can.
just
I
it's
remember-
just for fun for most people. So
Yeah.
it's like a free payday for a lot of people. Is kind of how they look at it, right? In the top 8, and I think Melee tried to do that at one point, like double static team ranking. It's very possible. I mean, tennis has doubles. Like, there's ways to do it and stuff. Like, it's not that hard. But it's just I think the emotional investment isn't there for a lot of people. So
Yeah.
I don't know. It is interesting though. I'm starting to like doubles again, which is cool. I've been playing it more and I've been watching it more. So finally, final tournament that we have to talk about today is Show Me Your Moose, which incredible tournament name, by the way, happened in Alaska with Big D taking it down. Like we said, home field advantage. He's got the Parkers on, obviously. So I think it's awesome. He won a tournament. It was over Leon. They actually had a really, really tight game 5 set in Grands, which I watched with the Sopo. Yeah. Sopo clutch, man. And Big Stu. That's your guys, Charles.
Yeah, Big Stu getting third. That was really cool to see a Kazuya player from Hawaii. So if you guys don't know, I'm from Hawaii. So really cool to see my home region traveling out, doing big things. So Big Stu is ranked 2 in Hawaii currently, if I'm not mistaken. Him and Small Left are always trying to fight for that number 1 position. So shout out to Hawaii scene. Shout out to Big Stu. Great job at Alaska, getting 3rd place. And it really, for any Hawaii player, whenever you can go out to a tournament and just get tournament experience with other players that just have so much tournament experience like Leon or Big D, that's going to be a huge W. So,
oh yeah, a good tournament. It was fun, always fun to watch. I really enjoy watching Big D and Leon both play. So it's a good tournament. Interesting matchup. You don't get to see that a whole lot. Ices and Bowser aren't very, very common. So
the cool
either
thing
way,
about Big D is like all of a sudden, like after a few tournaments, just such a household name. Like that's something that's like, this is like a thing I spam every week, but like
you do be saying
so
household a lot.
to see like an Ice Climbers player just like cement themselves as like, hey, I'm one of the best players, and this is I'm one of the players you should expect to have to get through if you want to win a big tournament. And that's like I feel like that's a really cool title to have, is to be one of those players that like you kind of expect to see in the top 8, or like if you're the opponent, you expect to have to play against them to like make top 8 or win the event. It's just cool. It's another example of like, you put in a few years and eventually it's like super paying off for Big D. I mean, he's sponsored by Luminosity with me and a bunch of others as well now too. So like outside of Smash, like there's just, I feel like it's just on the up and up for him. So
yeah, and to be fair, the tournaments that he did well at were some of the hardest tournaments that we have seen in Ultimate. Main stage, Summit, Bloodwig's Invitational. Like he did so
breakout,
well,
or breakout into like top 8 of these really. Outside,
yeah. And it's just to do that well at all those tournaments. It's like there's got to be something. And like you said, Gavin, he has introduced a new threat into the meta where if you don't have an answer for Ices, you're not going to do either. You need to get lucky in your bracket and not run into him and hope someone else takes care of the business for you, or you need to be ready for Ices. So truly reshaping the meta around characters that since they were announced and everyone is here, everyone knew there were going to be a problem at some point in Ultimate's lifespan, and here we are. So,
and that's one of the cool things about like every few months in Ultimate is this conversation. Right now it's Big D. In the past, we've talked about like Apollo Kage. Like there's been like stuff like that, and like every few months there's like a new player where it's like, hey, if you're a Smash Ultimate competitor, be on the lookout for this player. And it's just interesting because it's always someone different, and sometimes it's a really unique case, like an Ice Climbers player.
Well, I think the really cool thing about Big D is Big D has always been a threat in these earlier parts of bracket, and I'm trying to think back in like the pre-quarantine era or like right after post-quarantine where you knew of Big D, especially all the top players, and you didn't want to run into Big D in that like top 64, top 32 area, right? The chances of you not running into a specific player back then in that area, like top 64 or top 32, your chances of not running into them is pretty high, right? And it almost felt like you got unlucky if you rolled up against a really good Ice Climber player. And Ice Climber players wouldn't really get past that top 64 or top 32 because of how Ice Climbers work. Ice Climbers is a character where it's like, oh, these matchups I win really hard, and then these other like zoner type matchups I lose really hard. So to me, it's a huge testament to how well Big D, because he has to get to the top players, right? So you have to get through the zoners. You have to get through all the projectile characters in Ultimate, all the different characters with like insane mid-range, all the sword characters, right? So Big D just really cracking down and getting all these bad matchups down to a T so he can consistently get, I mean, essentially consistent placements with Ice Climbers, consistent top placements with Ice Climbers, which is so impressive. And now if you're a top level player, to win a tournament, you probably have to be able to beat Big D and know that Ice Climber matchup, right? So really cool stuff coming out from these solo main players, man. And I mean, we've been talking about it a lot recently, but it feels like we're finally reaching the late game of Ultimate. So like the 4 to 5 years of grinding one specific character that might have not been as popular is starting to pay off. Yeah. And it's exciting to watch.
Yeah. What was I going to say about it too? And I think I don't want to fail to mention that I think Gommel too was a big breakout tournament for him last year as well, 2022, where he beat he beat Riddles, which was huge because it was like it's kind of like shades of like Gluto Bloom in a way, where it's like, you know, everyone knows Gluto, everyone knows Riddles on a global scale, but the next best player,
like the more in-region player that's like doing well,
Yeah, so second place at Gommel too, so don't want to exclude that one, especially not for our boy Max Ketchum. So good stuff there from everyone. Yeah, I think those were all the tournaments we wanted to run through. We had another subject we wanted to cover though, right, Charles?
Yeah, Pink, your fatherhood, man. How's it going, bro?
I was dying to see where you would go with that.
That was so funny. Because I was like, is he actually going to bring up the other subject or like what's going on?
I'm going to bring up the most important subject on the podcast for today is Pink's fatherhood journey.
Street Fighter 6. I mean, yeah, that. What? We're all on a journey here. Yeah, Marcus, how are you doing?
Bro's tired, man.
We missed
you.
Yeah,
you caught the yawn just now. I'm great. Everything's going really well. He's healthy. I really enjoy it, which... It's weird because I used to be like deathly scared of babies. I know that's like a weird thing, but like I didn't want to hold them. I was like,
no, that's how I feel too. I'm scared.
I think that's normal in some ways. Yeah,
I don't want to hurt the baby.
Yeah, I don't want to hurt. I don't want to like. What if like they're like hold his neck? I'm like, like you know, like how do I hold? Like I'm like feeling all weird, but yeah. So I didn't. They're like, can you change this? The moment a baby starts crying here, like here. But I don't know. There's just something like first of all, the moment is very magical, but then like there's something about like hearing your own babies cry that makes it like way, way different. And like I would hear like kids cry. I'm like, can y'all like quiet that kid, man? My kid be crying. I'm like, oh my gosh, you're crying. Like, why are you crying? And like it doesn't bother me at all. I don't know. I really enjoy it so far. We're on 2 weeks today, right? So yeah, 2 weeks. It's been 2 weeks. The first like week was really, really rough. Like just figuring out how to like get your own schedule back. He's waking up every 2 to 3 hours. Like you're like, what the heck? Like, am I ever gonna sleep again? Sometimes he's just like he like wakes up, he goes to sleep. You're like, okay, bet it's my time to shine. I'm going to sleep. And then you just like you're sitting there and you're like, I can't go to sleep. And you're like, what? It's awful. It's awful, right? You're just like, because you're like so worried about him. You're like, what if this happens? Like, what if blah, blah, blah happens? Like, and like, you like, especially because it's like my first kid, right? Like you don't know what's happening. So if like, he like makes a sound while you sleep, what's that sound? Like you pull your phone out, you start looking stuff up. Like, should they be doing this? Should they be making this sound? Or like, babies twitch a lot when they're asleep, apparently. I didn't know that. So they're like, he's like twitching, and I'm like, oh my gosh, is he like dying? Like, he's having a seizure in his sleep. Oh like, God. And I'm like looking it up. Like, I'm like, they're like, oh, this is really normal. And like, you know, just finding out like what's normal, where it's considered normal. I'm like, okay. But yeah, I mean, I really enjoy it. Stace is a wonderful wife and mother. So she spends a lot of time with him. Because she's breastfeeding, which like you have to do certain things like every 2 to 3 hours, like no matter what. Like even if he sleeps for longer than 3 hours, she has to get up and like do all her things or whatever. So that can be really tough on her. So I've been trying to like do more things around the house and like support her in whatever ways I can. But you know, there's only but so much you can really do when it comes to like supporting a mom, because you're like as a guy, you're like never experienced the things that she's experiencing. So a lot of like her like help comes from her like family and like her friends that are already mothers and like that type of support. But I mean, I try to do whatever I can, but let her get rest whenever she can. Like if she's like, take the baby, I'm like, gladly, my turn. Like, so it's been great. I really enjoy it. And now that we're like starting to get more of a routine, I know something's gonna happen that's gonna like change the routine or whatever. He's gonna be like, suddenly I don't like sleeping at this time, or suddenly I don't like this, and you know, it is what it is. But it's gonna be a long journey. But it's gonna be a fun one, and I'm sure I'm okay with the changes that come with it. He's not gonna stay a newborn forever, so I'm excited to see what's next. But so far, so good.
The
It
first
seemed good,
chapter.
man. Yeah,
I'm glad to hear it.
dude.
Yeah.
I know. I gotta say too, Marcus, it's been nice because I feel like you and I have been talking more because I'll just get random messages from you at like 3:30 in the morning, and if I'm awake, I'm like, yeah, let's talk, man. Like, sounds cool. And if not, I'm an early bird. Like, I'll usually wake up, you know, especially for work, like 6:30. I'm like, oh, Marcus is up dope, and I'm like, oh, that's actually not dope. He probably hasn't slept in like 28 hours. Okay,
It's lit.
yeah.
It's
So
lit.
yeah,
So
it's been really nice seeing you do that, man, and go through it and talk to you and all that stuff. And it's wonderful to have you back.
yeah, and you're moving. Like, what are you?
Oh man,
How's
yeah.
that
Yeah.
going?
We got some big life updates going
I
on right
know.
now.
It's true. Yeah, bought a house. Moving into it at the beginning of July. So until then, my dad's been up and visiting, which has been great, and we've been doing a lot of work on the house, including all this week. We sanded 5 floors in our house. It's all hardwood, so we sanded it and stained it, and that was a lot of hard work that was really, really worth it. The floors came out amazing. They look super nice, and it's just very satisfying. Like, man, I got to spend my weekend working, but it felt so good afterward. Like, it was so rewarding just seeing the finished product and how hard we worked on it. And like, I like learning all this shit. I like being a little handy, you know, like I just pick up things here and there when I need to. I don't like go out of my way to try to figure things out. But when there's a problem or when I don't like the way something looks, I'm like, how do I change the siding on the house? Is that hard? Like, is that expensive? And then you look into it and you're like, yeah, everything's hard and expensive. And you're like, oh, okay. And then you figure it out. But then you have these skills.
Yep.
And Charles, you know this, obviously, going back to your roots of actually building homes. I'm just doing basic dumb bullshit. But it's like you build these skills, though. It's like, oh, well, now I know how to do X, Y, and Z, which also applies to this skill. So it's been a really cool journey. It's interfering very much with my Street Fighter grind, which is super annoying. But
Annoying.
first house, etc. You know, also
Right,
pretty cool to grinding Ken combos and all that stuff. But again, I mean, life is about balance, right? Like there's some days where I'd work really hard in the house. I'd get up early and go over to the house and work with my dad for 12 hours, and I'd come home and I'd be like, I could play Street Fighter for a few hours. I feel good. And then some days I was like, I'm going to bed. Fuck this. Like, there's no way. Like, it's just
Yeah.
I'm so tired. Like, my back hurts. You know, my hands hurt from all the sanding and stuff. So, yeah, it's been good. It's been again like you said, Marcus, like a new chapter, which has been really, really nice and fulfilling. So appreciate that. Yeah.
Yeah, and even like talking to you about it is really refreshing because I mean, so just for perspective, when I turned 19, I finished building 5 houses ground up with my mom. So I have a lot of experience in like construction stuff, but I don't really get to talk about that kind of stuff with anyone in the Smash community. So it's pretty cool when Haz is like, oh, hey, I'm like fixing this up. And he like shows me the floor. I'm like, oh, how many layers of varnish did you throw down? Like what kind of sandpaper did you use and all that other stuff. So that kind of stuff is really sick to kind of relate because I don't get to do that within the Smash space a lot. So that's really cool.
Come through, Chuck. I'll put you to work.
Chuck,
We got
I'm
plenty
about
to
to
do.
say.
Hey man, I'll come through and I'll earn my housing, man.
We'll
I'll come
house
through
you,
for
yeah.
Shine, and then I'll come in like a week early. I'll work
Ooh,
for a
I
week.
like this. Nice.
I'll show you some stuff, and I
love
will
that.
say I generally, since I was like forced to do it when I was a kid to do construction, I don't really like doing it that much, but I figured out as I got older and even just doing, because like in Hawaii, a lot of my friends, like in high school friends and stuff, a lot of the business in Hawaii, you have to do construction to survive out there. So I've done a bunch of construction work with my friends, and that is what got me to understand, even if you don't really like doing something, if you're doing it with people you enjoy being around, it's always a good time, right? So
Yep.
be down to sand some floors with you. Has sounds like a good time.
Good time, man. Yeah, dude. I too, like, once I got used to it, and I was like, because at first, like, when you start sanding a floor, it's like you're breaking it basically. I'm like, oh, this is scary. Like, I just bought this house. Like, it's But then I got used to it. I was like, whatever. I put the headphones on. I was just going. Like, I was just enjoying it. It was hard work and it felt good. And like you said, Charles, like, it was a really good bonding time with my dad too, who he retired.
yeah, that's
He lives in
amazing.
Florida now, so I don't see him as often as I used to. And him and I did not have a great relationship when I was growing up, so it was really nice to have him up for a couple of days and get dinner and grab. We'd finish working, we'd go out, and we'd get a beer and watch some baseball or watch basketball when they were still going on. So we had a really, really great time. It was really good, and I valued it a lot. And my house looks nicer, so W all around.
Big W's. Just like Street Fighter. I know we've all been kind of starting our
God.
Street Fighter journeys. So I guess that'll be like the last thing we'll do, and then we'll wrap it up after the Street Fighter talk. But first, if you guys are watching right now, comment and guess who everyone mains in Street Fighter. So obviously we're gonna reveal it by the time the episode ends, but so don't cheat. But right now, put in the comments every Tweek talker and then who you think their main is. So Pink doesn't know who we main yet, right?
Also true, yeah.
I know who Gavin mains.
Okay, you know who Gavin mains. Okay.
And it's very obvious who Haz mains, so I guess I'm really
Is it? Hold on.
Is it? I mean, he might hit you with the mix.
Hold up, man.
What's
You
the
never
last
know.
the last Street Fighter game you played, Has? Seriously.
That I competed in?
That you competed in.
Third Strike.
Third Strike, and you dabbled in 4, right?
I did play 4 quite a bit, but just online ranked.
Like
and,
dabbled,
learning the
right.
game. Yeah, never went to a tournament for it or anything. Never liked it enough to go to a tournament for it, but I did like it.
Played Ken in Street Fighter Third Strike, and that was the one you mainly competed in. And then you said you tried Ken in 4, but then you switched to Ryu, right?
Didn't stick. Yeah, I loved Ryu in 4. I thought he was awesome.
See, Ken's
He's
not
very-
a concrete answer.
Yeah, it could be Richter. You never know.
Okay. Anyway. So I know who Gavin plays. Has plays Ken. Like that. Come on.
Ken is also very good and fun in this game, so
He's-
that's a very good.
You're like, what?
Yeah. I'm a believer where if Ken is good in a Street Fighter game, it's a good Street Fighter game. That's why Street Fighter 5 plot, baby.
Chuck. Who does Chuck play?
Here's some hints. I play on a hitbox, right?
Is that a hint?
Is that a
That is
hint?
it. I think so.
He also plays modern controls.
No,
No, I'm just
I
kidding.
play
He does not.
classic.
I'm just
then.
kidding.
I was about to say, if you play modern, you play some Gall or something, bro.
Hitbox,
I guess
Hitbox
Hitbox is
in
a
modern
really
is
shitty
hilarious.
hint now that I think about it. Okay. So I'm a new player that plays hitbox. So I'm like new to
That's a
fighting
good hit,
games,
yeah.
but I play hitbox.
This is like your first real Street Fighter game, yeah?
Street Fighter, yes. And then the only other fighting game that I played and /commentated was Guilty Gear Strive. So Guilty Gear Strive was my first like introduction to fighting games. I now obviously I've watched fighting games. Like my favorite commentators like Yipes. I've loved watching all the older fighting games and stuff for forever. So
Marcus, we'll give you one guess, and if you're wrong, we'll tell you who Charles started with and then switched and now has found his soul main.
Yeah.
For now.
yeah. For now,
Okay.
yeah.
The weird thing is, and this is like a kind of weird reasoning for guessing this, but especially because why would you ever play this character if you're new to fighting games? But you probably can't do 360s on a normal controller, so you do 360s on your hitbox. So I'm just gonna say you play Geef.
Damn, you're pretty close. Actually,
That was a good guess,
wasn't
yeah.
bad.
Good
you know
logic.
what's very funny? Doing full circles on a hitbox, in my opinion, is hard. But half
Sounds
circles are fun.
hard.
It is hard, yeah.
Is it
Because
just-
the
yeah.
down is
Don't
like
you-
by your thumb, but I think it's kind of weird.
Uh,
But doing half circles is very easy. So I started with Ken, and I actually really like playing Ken, but I'm so bad at Street Fighter. So it's like whenever I'm like, holy shit, I have to do like this hit, but then he's airborne. So then I fucking do my command dash, cancel it to wait till he's grounded, and then I reset them again with this. I'm like, okay,
Ken's
this
hard,
is-
yeah. He's only for like really talented players.
I wouldn't
is what
say
would
he's hard, but I'm very trash at the game.
That's what I
So
heard,
To
so.
me, he was hard. And then there's Manon, and I can just
oh, that was my
I can
other.
literally, I can just, bro, the hitbox. I just press 3 of the directional buttons and a punch, and bada bing, bada boom. There goes like half your health or whatever. Like,
Yeah. You
so
get those
it
medals,
actually
bro.
felt like I started getting real damage for my reads or or just like my neutral wins, because before I definitely wasn't getting shit for damage. So
Yeah.
I just wanted reward, damn it. But and Manon is like only quarter circles, no Z motions. Like I think Manon is super simple, but she also feels very fun. Her buttons feel very good. Her defense sucks because she doesn't have. You have to burn super meter to get a frame one intangible option.
I was watching Charles play and he was doing Wake Up Super. I was like, what the fuck am I watching?
I was doing that shit like it was EX Shoryu, bro. I did not care. I was like, get the fuck off me, bro.
It's like, we're back to Xbox Live, baby.
Oh no,
Not good. Not Xbox Live.
block. Protect the
Block,
guy.
yes. Other things, yes. Not Wake Up Super.
I'm really bad, but I'm having a ton of fun, and I'm trying to learn as much about the game. I do want to commentate the game.
Is this
I'm just
Charles?
having some fun.
Ooh,
I'm just
ooh.
kidding.
No, this is
Ooh.
not me. No, God, no.
That's
Damn,
Charles
Charles.
right there. Yeah.
That's Manon, though.
I
think that's the-
dude.
is
She
it-
rules. I'm
That's
a
the same
fan.
costume you use.
Dude, and okay, the real reason why I play Manon is because that costume 2 is so lit.
It's the best costume in the game, bro. No,
It's so lit.
no
Got
lies.
some Doffy vibes. Agreed.
Mm.
Dolphin
Lady
Flamingo.
Gaga,
Yeah.
some
Lady
flamingo
Gaga
vibes.
for sure. Oh yeah,
Yeah,
Shimmy.
yeah.
That was so good.
And then
Um,
the windscreen with the shades on. Oh my god.
They get a Taylor Swift skin going for her. It's over, bro. I'm in there. See ya.
Huh?
I'm switching,
What?
man.
How is that? What's selling you?
Taylor Swift rules, duh.
Okay, wait,
Alright.
Haz, you didn't tell me if I was right or not. What?
Oh, yeah, I play as Ken.
That's how
I literally have a 100% play rate as Ken. I've literally not picked another character unless story mode forced me to. Oh, only my custom character in story mode. That's it. I
Hey,
literally
shouts
haven't
to
even
World
tried.
Tour.
I haven't tried arcade or any. Yeah, world. No, I don't. Nope. Just Ken.
Ken.
I'm trying to keep that going too. I'm trying to that's like the thing that I would like to keep going. is to
What if
say
they
that
put
I-
sock in the game?
if you think custom sock skin over Ken, I've always said I would wrap that in Smash if someone did the sock skin over Ken.
Oh my goodness.
That would be
Yeah,
I
awesome.
want Monster Hunter so bad as DLC. That would be so cool.
Oh,
They did it for Infinite, but that game stunk.
yeah,
Mhm.
that was rough. Gavin,
I don't know,
Where's
Monster
Monster
Hunter.
Hunter skins in Street Fighter 5?
Yeah. Looking forward to that if they bring over Monster Hunter like skins over to
The
even if
Ken
it's not
one?
a character. The
Ken
Ken one
I
is nice. I think it's
so clean.
Rathalos.
I play as Lily.
I'm sure people are like hearing that, like, and they're like, "What?" Like, I'm sure someone audibly out loud said "what" when they heard you say Lily.
Really?
Yeah,
But-
well,
You're not surprised, are you?
yeah. What the heck?
Oh,
The
you
way
are?
Yeah,
Bro.
I didn't think you would play Lily.
Wow.
Ross in the Discord last night goes, "You literally picked Bowser Jr. in this game," and I was like, "Oh, it all makes sense."
Bro, when
with the
Ross came
wisdom,
into
bro.
the Discord, that was so
It was like
That's
funny.
hilarious,
I felt
bro.
like I was
Ross
in
rules.
intervention out of nowhere. Like everyone was trying to convince me to play someone else. Like I'm like, no, dude.
You're the one who keeps saying Guile, and I say, "Hell yeah, you should play Guile."
Oh,
'Cause
agreed.
You know why? Because you know why? What is Guile good at?
Camping.
Getting camped, so he has to camp back.
I
Oh, right,
know
right,
my
right.
Guile-
Yeah, people
I
always
know my
camp
Guile
Guile,
will
so he has
be
to
insane.
camp himself.
Your Guile will be
I-
good. That's why.
I was so sure you play like Guile or something.
I'm
Maybe,
not playing a charge character.
maybe Luke.
Not playing Luke. I don't like
Zoomer
Luke.
showed up.
I know you don't like Luke,
That's a Coney.
but
Coney
you
cool.
like.
I really like Lily. Like I like the weapons a lot.
Yeah, I thought Haz was gonna main Luke, but he surprised me and picked Ken.
So I think I surprised
Wait,
everyone.
wait. Who is this playing?
That's
This
probably-
is Chocote. I watch him
Yeah, it
every
has
day.
to be. Yeah,
I watch
Like,
him every day.
There's one. There's like
He's
one Lily
so
in Masters.
Good. I learn something new every day.
Bro,
Bro,
I'm
just-
so excited to watch Evo this year. Like, I don't think
Oh,
Dude, it's
dude,
crazy.
I'm so bummed I'm not going to CEO. I think for the first time in like literally 8 years, I'm not going to CEO.
I've already
I'm
watched
just too
that
busy.
match.
It makes me sad because I actually care about. I would actually consider playing 2 games at CEO for the first time in forever. Aside from Third Strike, that doesn't really count though. I don't think it ever gets an official tournament.
Okay. So I'm having more time. I'm gonna try to start playing soon. Who y'all think I'm playing?
JP,
Absolutely not.
Man,
come
that,
on,
that was gonna be my first guess.
great guess,
Play
right?
Lily,
It's such a
play
Marcus
Lily.
character.
Play Lily.
Don't tell me you're gonna play Dawson. Please don't play Dawson.
Absolutely not. No.
Okay. Okay. So that I mean, those are the 2 main zoners in the game, right? Is JP and Dawson, or I guess
Yeah.
Guile would kind of count as one.
I don't know if I'd really.
I don't know
consider
the
Marcus
official-
a zoner.
I just play Min, as weird as that.
I know.
But it's because I specifically Smash is the only game that I don't like getting camped in. Other games I'm like, whatever, there's an end of the stage. But for some reason, like when people camp me on Smash and I just go, bro, they might just jump over me and go to the other side, or they might just roll through me. It makes me mad that I have to think about that. I hate getting Captain
same.
Smash. Yeah,
Yeah.
but I don't
Give
care.
us a hint.
Who would you play?
Yeah, give us a hint.
Is it like a Kimberly or a Cammy? Are you
I
gonna play
almost-
Rushdown?
I almost exclusively play. People have noted this about me, but I almost exclusively play girl characters, so maybe that helps.
Are you Kimberly?
Chun?
No.
Chun?
Yeah.
I was thinking Chun. Oh, Chun. I was going to
Ooh,
say.
Chun's a
Damn it,
good-
that was one of my early guesses
I know
too.
Marcus. I know Marcus.
Dude, Chun's walk speed is so insane.
Yeah.
I think she's underrated.
I
right
know
now,
Marcus would be mad annoying to play against.
Yeah.
Like
Dude,
I-
Chun's shimmies are OD.
I hate Chun-Li so much.
Yep, that makes sense. That's
So-
usually how it.
That shit is such fake fundies. That shit is fake fundies. bro.
Oh, what?
Agreed.
not
Yep.
fake.
W.
It's
Gavin.
not
I
fake.
Take.
can't win, dude. I can't win. Like it doesn't
That
matter
shit's
what.
not real. That shit is not. I hate that character. We gotta go to the Patreon topic or I'm a rage. I hate Chun-Li.
She's
I didn't
so
even play third strike.
cool.
No, she's
Oh,
not.
Her walk,
Oh, wait.
she's teleporting. She's not playing neutral. She's teleporting.
Okay,
Anyway.
before we transition and end the episode, the character you hate fighting against the most in Street Fighter 6, go. Gavin's first. Is it Chun? Is it Chun?
Let me look.
Bro.
I think I hate every character.
Yep, that sounds like Gavin.
Well, right, but which one do you
You
hate
also
the
play
most?
Lily.
You
so,
also
yeah.
picked the worst character in the game. Yeah. It's
I
not
didn't
everyone
know
else's
she
fault.
was gonna be bad.
I don't know if she's actually bad, but
It might be.
I don't hate everyone. I hate almost everyone.
It might be JP for me, honestly. But I also really hate fighting against Marissa, which I'm surprised by because I really like the character. Like I think she's cool.
Oh, Marissa's a really dope character. Yeah.
I
She
think
just
she's really
hits you.
funny,
She just hits you
too.
twice and you die though. Like it's so
Ooh.
annoying. Like
I think I do hate Chun-Li the most.
Ooh,
I don't care about her enough in this game. Like I haven't run into too many yet, but she does piss me off.
I don't like fighting JP. I don't like fighting Jamie because like his animations are weird to me.
Yeah, I
DJ
never know
too,
when it's
bro.
my turn against Jamie. I'm like,
Yeah,
what
I
kind of
think I just
fucking
have to
movements are
learn.
you doing? Like,
I usually hate Dawson, but like he's still annoying, but like he's not that good in this game. Kimberly is like it's kind of like Jamie, where like hopefully it's better when I know what's going on.
yeah.
And that's
DJ's
it.
It don't
shimmies
get better.
and his fake outs are so fucking annoying, man. It's so good.
Dude,
He's
DJ
so good.
looks
He's
fun.
so well rounded too. He's such a good character.
I kind of
So
want to try DJ if I was good at the game, but I'm plat 2 with Lily right now, but I've actually been having hand issues, so I haven't played in a few days.
Yeah, like we're playing after this, right?
Oh my gosh.
The grind never ends. For
Come on,
me,
man.
I hate, since I don't have a DP, I just hate the mixed characters. So any character that just
Ken?
puts me in the corner and just mixes me. Since I started playing Ken, at least I'm not getting consistently knowledge checked. Like Cammy or Kimberly will just get one opening. I'm like, what the fuck is happening? Fuck it, super question mark? No, it's actually a safe jump.
Never,
And then-
never super Charles, never
Yeah,
super.
yeah, dude. I don't know what's going on. So
I'm
it's
surprised- like,
definitely
how do y'all
Kimberly
not
and
hate
Cammy are
Chun-Li?
just
Okay,
so
okay.
annoying.
Oh, I do.
Bro.
You're the right guy. I just don't play enough of them to have the hatred. I've only played against a couple.
Because at least if I'm just getting projectile count from JP, at least I understand, or like getting zoned from across the
Yeah.
map, I understand what's happening. It's like, oh, okay, well, I tried to dash forward, but then he did this projectile, or this projectile catches jump too, so I have to wait to block this projectile, then I get to dash for real.
Chun-Li just has everything. Like I think the only thing she doesn't have is like you can kind of drive impact some of her stuff because they're not all cancelable, but like she just always has to have everything. Like that's what
They play favorites with her for sure.
yeah, she
as they
just
should-
has
as they
so
should.
much like privilege. Like
Bro.
Dude.
She's really good.
Patreon topic.
Yeah. All right.
Wait, we
switch
didn't get
gears.
to hear Pink. What
GGs.
the heck, Pink? What characters don't
Well,
you like playing against? Or I don't know
no
how much
idea.
you played the game.
Because I haven't played it at all.
Oh, okay. You've been
At
watching
all.
us, yes.
Which
I
characters
just-
do you
yeah.
think you won't like?
Do I think I won't like playing against Luke?
JP.
Luke,
I
yeah.
probably
Luke
won't
is
like
very
JP.
frustrating. Yeah.
Luke, I'm not sure about Honda
I
yet.
was waiting for this.
What in the world is that?
Holy shit! This is.
From Streets.
Oh, true.
Okay.
Wait.
I'm not sure about Honda, but he looks kind of annoying.
Yeah,
he
he
is.
is.
Yeah.
I'm not.
the annoying thing about Honda is the Honda players don't try to fight you. They try to just cheese you with
Yeah,
Honda stuff like that.
yeah.
They're not trying to beat you by being like, I'm a better player. It's like, well, if you can deal with this, you win, and if not, I win. So
Honda and Blanca.
And Blanca.
It's just like they're just
yeah,
knowledge checks.
yeah.
Yeah, it sucks.
Those-
Blanca looks kind of OD sometimes.
He's
I like
he's
Blanca,
actually
yeah.
technical. I heard he's technical,
Mhm.
but I actually don't.
he's got the
know.
Blanca Chan. All that
I feel
stuff.
like Honda and Blanca, like especially Blanca, like it's so rare. Like you're just gonna get it's like weird stuff's happening and you're getting knowledge checked at the same time, and he's somehow doing 8 million damage, and you're like, oh, that's safe, or like this hits there. Like he looks so weird when he's or like you can't punish this or whatever. But I just feel like Luke just why does he hit so hard?
Yeah, he is
His
brutal.
fireball's so annoying
And
too.
why is this like what
Yeah.
what is that?
And
Same
dude,
place.
I think it's Apology Man playing Blanca, I was saying it earlier, is so perfect somehow. Like I
Yeah.
love dude,
Always.
I love
It
that.
checks out. It checks
I
out.
love
Always.
that. Like he's already looping people in the corner, like driveless, like just oh my god, dude. He's so cool.
Dude, when
He's
someone
such a great player.
has told me that Idom plays Manon, and I was like,
Of course.
fucking W, yes.
Yeah, I know.
I can't wait to watch him just like once he gets
Idom,
one
yeah.
hit, it's over.
Did you
He's
watch
looking
Twitch
great right
Rivals
now.
yesterday? Like
Yeah,
randomly?
It was fun.
Bro,
It was fun to watch.
801 Striders Manon was going kind of fool.
Well, yeah, he was
Yeah.
goaded with Abel. In
Yeah,
four.
exactly. Yeah, I was
Yeah.
like, oh, this is actually kind of. I can
I
see
know
why
my
how this
history,
would
Fits,
go.
yeah.
I know my Street
Yeah.
Fighter history.
This is now a Street Fighter podcast. See you.
Hey, maybe you never know.
W.
All right.
I
Well,
want to play now.
yeah, same.
We go.
We
I'm not-
skip bonus
I'm
episode. No, just kidding.
My hand is genuinely in pain.
Okay.
It's been, I mean, it's been a lot. It's been a lot,
Yeah.
and you've still been practicing Smash and stuff too. So
All right.
you want
It's
to
actually the
take us
Smash
out,
that's.
Tweek?
I think the Smash is hurting your hands, and you should just play Street Fighter instead.
No,
Okay.
I don't know about that one.
Come on.
So thanks for watching, y'all. Welcome back, Marcus, and let's get into the Patreon topic. See you later, everyone. Thank you.
Oh man, like